Hi guys. Hello, welcome to No Crime, No Time. Let's get everybody in their seats. Let's see. I will go get us a link. It's going to be an interesting conversation. I'm looking forward to chatting with you all. Let me get it going here. Oh, it's exactly 4 o'clock. How crazy is that? See, it's all about numbers. All right, let's see here. Oh, look at that. Let me show you this. Let me show my desktop. Desktop cam off. Desktop capture on. Off. Okay, on. All right, I want you to check this out. So it's all about numbers. Look at our current subscribers. 4,666. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, 666. Let me explain something to you. In astrological numerology, 6 is love. And then this is like somebody saying, I love you times 3. And that's the truth. That's what the 6 stands for. It stands for an unconditional love from Gaia, from the universe. So when you see that, that's not a bad thing at all. Okay? That's just programming we've been taught. But if you think about it, the numbers tell you a lot. Like we've got 999 because you got 196 and then 1945. 45 is 9. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But I'm excited to show you what numerology factors into the filing date that tells us what to expect from this pending filing based on numerology and the study of numbers. But let's get a bunch more people on with us. Hold on just a minute. We'll switch over to Twitter. Computer's running terribly slow. And also, I just kind of want to touch base with everybody and see how everybody's doing on this fine evening. Yay, Twitter's about to come on. It's that long for my computer to actually allow me to do something on it. Can you imagine if my computer was quick? Holy crap, I'd be fast. Okay. All right. I don't know why it's given that link. So we will go back out to the other thing and grab a better. Oh, I grabbed the wrong link is why. Oh, and I still have the wrong picture up. So I'll have to change that. Yeah. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of this link. And put the new link up. Let's see what happens then. Yeah, I think my head cold's finally clear. Come on. Alright, we're going to have to grab a picture, so we'll grab a GIF. Numbers. There. Alright, I'm heading to topside to see who's all with me. Melissa, hi, how are you? Let me switch the desktop back again. Yeah, okay. Hello, beautiful peeps, how are you? I got Wabla, bonjour. Mary, good to see you, my love. Shane Henry, hello. Mary Savage, I'm here. Good to see you guys. Marilyn Nolan. Michelle M. Mackey. Hi, Michelle. Bramble Teasers here. All right, guys. So I saved this for us. I wanted to look at this. Look at this numerology. Let me switch over to the desktop one more time. Okay. Let me pull this up. So I took a screenshot. Can you guys see all this? Yes. Okay. I took a screenshot of this because I wanted you to really think about this. All right. So what year are we in? We're in 2020. And I've been talking about numbers a lot lately and trying to explain how you can determine a lot of outcomes. So for instance, this is a video I made before. It's showing Stephen's release date from prison, which was 9/11. But if you flip it and it's 11/9, then that's the arrest date of him being recharged for the firearm. And when you take the numerology and you go on the 9/11, you go 9 plus 11, it equals 20. And if you take his arrest date and you go 11 plus 9, it equals 20. And what you get is 2020. Well, I'm telling you, I get intuition that tells me these mean things. And so I went ahead and followed my intuition. And I snipped a shot here of Stephen's actual pending COA post. And I want you to look at the date. Now, it was the day before on 11/8, I think it was, that I said we would have forward motion. That would be something tangible that showed we had some forward motion in the case. We would see something starting on no later than 11/11/2020. And here we have it. On what date? 11/9/2020. Isn't it interesting that it's 11/9? You follow? So remember just that same week before, I had been really hung up on this 11/9 date. And I had made a whole PowerPoint about this 11/9 date. Like even here, if you look at it this way, you get 11/11. So if you go 9 plus 0 is 9. And then you go 1 plus 2 is 2, you get 11. Then you get 11/11. And I was all hung up on the 11/11 portal. Well, just so happens that the 2020 didn't really hit me real hard until I looked at this. So I want you to look at this part. Let me get a pen that I can write with. Red pen. Okay, here we go. When you look at this date right here, you guys. Let me come up on top side to make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. I want you to look at this date. So now I'm writing with my mouse, so just bear with me. You're following me? Same skill set to get the number, right? So you have 2 plus 0, so you have 2. Plus 1 is 3. Plus 7 is 10. All right, now let's take this set. You've got the 2 plus the 2 plus the 8. Boy, if you can see what, I'm terrible at this. And the other 8. You guys are going to think I wrote the Sikiki letter. Look at that. Okay, so 2 plus 8 and 2 plus 8, we have 20. All right, so that's forward motion because right away you can see that. We go from 10 to 20. So we will have forward motion. But what's interesting is look down here what we get for the number. We get 11/9, the number I've been obsessing about for the last couple of weeks. And here it turns out to be the exact date that they filed for the pending, which is 11/9. Now what's interesting, if I take this 11, remember, plus 9, what do I get? I get 20. And look, you get 20, 20, 20. So when you get it like this, it's like it's following a master universal plan. And I find that interesting. So that's what I saw on this alone, was that we absolutely do have forward motion, because we get our 10, then we go to 20, and then it shows right here on this that we've got 20, 20, 20, 20. Now, if you take today's date, you have 11, 14, 20, 20. So we basically have a 25 over here, which is a 7. So 7 can be about abundance. It can kind of, it's a time of peak harvest, and maybe that's why today was the day that I happened to notice this. But I know a lot of people think I'm crazy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. There are some serious companies, Fortune 500 companies, that base a lot of stuff on understanding numerology and where it fits in the, in the line of things to come. So I find it interesting that I know Wobbler's like, I'm sorry, this isn't how numerology works, RD. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, this is a form of numerology. It absolutely is. And I have been able to use this numerology in certain ways that guide me to understand what's coming my way, plus with intuition and so forth. Maybe it's my own numerology. I don't know what you want to call it, but it does work, and it works to break codes. So, yeah, I don't know what you want to call it. It's a form of numerology. It's certainly not a form of, letters. It's more or less a interesting way to look at how things align and when cycles are completing. And it's used in tarot cards a lot, too. We'll add up numbers to really look at the situation. So if it's a 17, you'd go 1 plus 7 is an 8, which is the infinity symbol. And then you know that it's something that is a fated event. And that's kind of how we believe. But not everybody believes the way I do, and that's fine too. Hi, Todd. How are you? We've got a Todd Drayton today. Welcome to the channel. So, Stephen Avery's first release date was 9/11/2003. Correct. You're talking about gematria? Yeah, a lot of people do numbers their own way. I happen to do them that way, and that's what I see. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I do see forward motion in this case. I do see the completement of one cycle, and I do see forward motion in like a new beginning. Now, I don't know if that means an evidentiary hearing. I don't know what that means. I just can see that there's like a reset, if you will, in the case itself. And to confirm that, right now I'm looking at the average watch time when I said that was 234. So it shows to me that's how I live my life. I pay attention to the numbers, and I follow my spirit guides that tell me when I'm on the right path to something. And I do feel that we are going to have some serious forward motion in this case, and to be able to be a part of that, witnessing that event, and knowing that justice is going to be restored in the faith of our judicial system. And that's what needs to happen, because this is an atrocity against so many of us. Any one of us could be this individual that somebody targets and bullies and pushes us to where, it really boiled down to the poisoning of the mind. Like, the media made everybody drunk. And it's happening now in today's society, even to this moment. Like, I'm traveling along and I hear somebody say some repetitive stuff they heard on the news. But I just got back from that location, and that's not what's happening. My hospitals aren't overrun. My hospitals aren't backed up. I just spent a week going back and forth to the hospital because of my dad. And no, our area isn't experiencing that. So people manifest what they fear because they don't control their manifestations. And I'm telling you, All you have to do is think very positive that these guys are coming home. You have the power to manifest that positive thought. And it's like sending out your positive vibration of love, universal, unconditional love, to Stephen and Brendan and to the right of us that know that the judicial system needs to be corrected. We need to take a stance and not tolerate it. Instead of just expecting it to be a no, expect it to be a yes. Already get in celebration mode. Wobbler says, for the number of the beast is the number of a man, and that number is 666. Yeah, that's what our Bible says. And I'm not here to get into a mix about it. The numerology in astrology, 6 stands for universal love. And so if you get 222, then that means you're going to be making decisions because there's confusion around you and you have options and so forth. And if you get 2222, you're going to even have more options. It's numerology. And our ancestors knew about this stuff. Indians know about this stuff. But it's like the Western world is so locked in their view of what has been fed to them that they no longer even go with their intuition, but are spoon-fed these drunken misconformities. Like this misinformation is just spoon-fed to people. And they're just like, okay, but it's got you drunk. It really does. Because the Holy Ghost speaks through people. Because Jesus already said, the message is in the blood of the word. Not in paper. Not in what people write. But in the blood of the word. And the Holy Ghost says, what the Holy Ghost says is that you have the power within you. It's been hushed. The Holy Ghost gives you power. When you walk upright and you get yourself aligned properly to where you go through and you realize how humble you got to be on this planet to survive, and that everything you think manifests because you have the power of spirit within you. You're a creator. I mean, you take it for granted that you create life. But yet people do it all the time in flip ways. We have the power as humans to take away life. Serial killers take away people's lives. And people don't take the credit for their own responsibility. They manifest these huge giant worlds. And they expect us to look at it and go, wow, you've had a hard time on this planet. Some of this is self-manifested in the way that we speak. In the way that we think. And I'm telling you, if you have faith in spirit, Spirit's about to set these guys free to restore your faith in justice, in upright belief of humanity. It's the truth. Wobbler says, and combinations of those numbers mean certain things. Yes, that is true. Nixta E says, hi y'all, or hey, hi yay. I caught a live, just found your channel and love it. Thank you, my dear. I'm here to be me. I'm here to talk about the truth. I've been looking a little bit like in the 5D at the JonBenet Ramsey case because I've been drawn to it. And I don't know why I'm getting drawn to it because I've never researched it. I don't have any interest in researching it, but I'm getting information, and I don't know much about the case, but I'm getting information that there is information to be had through the collective on the JonBenet Ramsey case. So I don't know what will develop from that, but I am being guided to intuitively investigate some of these cases through channeling and through tarot cards to see if we can get some resolve to issues on some of these unsolved cases. I get bricks. I keep getting bricks, and I keep getting a really dim light. I get something swinging, and that's what I get so far on the case. So what's coming forward is some information. I purposely am not going to gather any information. I'm just going to do a reading tonight with you live. And we're going to see what comes out, because I assure you, I don't know a lot about the case. I know that it's a rich family that lost their daughter. She was a beauty queen. I think she may have been 6. She had a brother, a mother, and a dad. And it's never been solved. I don't even know if they found a body or anything. There was something about a note or a letter. Patsy sounds familiar. This was all stuff I've learned over time from just brushing against the case from here to there. So that's all I know. But we're going to spread out the tarot cards, and I'm going to see if somebody here knows something about it, or if somebody watches this later, if the tarot cards spark something of interest for them. Because I know on the Teresa Halbach case, the stump keeps coming out over and over again. We do have the stump on Cuffs Road. The cards did predict the forward movement. The cards are not wrong. And I feel like we need to try to resolve some of these unsolved mysteries that really bring us to a point of feeling like our hands are tied, and that people can get away with such traumatic events that it like imprints hopelessness on some of us. Especially when you've got, like in Stephen Avery's case and Brendan Dassey's case, where it's wrongful conviction, or what I believe is wrongful conviction for Darlie Routier. But I don't know if you guys are into this or not, or if it's somebody that's going to watch later, but I'm going to pull just a few minor cards here. Okay, let me show this. Okay, so let's get into this a little bit before we start working on that. Brambler Teaser asks Wobbler, how does it work? So Wobbler says, but we all love and respect to you, RD. Anyone can use their own ways to make numbers work for their own theories, but it's only the ones that are, I think he's trying to say, universal. I don't know. It says universal. I think it's universal. That makes sense to everyone. Wobbler. Bramble Teaser, numerology works with the numbers symbolizing certain events. So 9 means change, 11 means duality, 10 means God, 7 means creation, etc. Wobbler says, and a combination of those numbers means certain things. For instance, 11, 11, 11 is KKK in Gematria, because the duality is separating black from white, and 11 is duality. Wobbler, we love you, RD. Thanks, Wobbler. I love you guys too, a lot. I don't even know who's watching. It might be the 5 of us for all I know. We have 18 right now with 103 playbacks. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, you guys. So, the only way that I know how to do this is to do a reading on the event of the last time that Jean-Benet Ramsey would have been alive. And so I am asking Archangel Michael to protect me as I do this, for only the good intent of all those with the Holy Ghost accompanying me through this event. If we are not to see it, please do not show it. Only show what we are supposed to see, in the event that we are able to bring some closure to those that need this message. This is to show us what it is that we need to see, that we are being offered as a blessing through Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, to protect us as we seek the Holy Ghost to guide us through this path. We walk with Jesus Christ in our heart for only the best of all those intended. Okay, guys, here we go. So, I am going to shuffle these Threads of Fate card. You're witnessing the first time that I am going to be doing this. I'm going to call it Psychic Private Third Eye. We're going to look into this, see what Spirit wants to offer us as we get clarity in 2020. Let's get the energy of what has occurred to this poor child, that we may bring some actual healing and closure to the message, to the families. Please bring closure to all those suffering from the loss of this child. Bring healing. That's what I offer, with the intent of healing. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. We have the Void, which says nothing will come of this event. So, we have Play. We have the Outlaw with a boot and a knife. So I feel like this was a child that was at play, possibly two children at play. I feel there is a knife involved. It could be a female because of the female boot. Something with a knife and a female boot. This person was jealous. They had, they were like a peacock. And they were strutting their stuff a lot. I have the Explorer and the Outlaw. With this boot. So I do see this was somebody that wore boots and was outdoorsy kind of. Or maybe there's an Explorer. Did they have a vehicle that was an Explorer? I don't know. They were somebody that was very headstrong. I have compassion. Compassion's being offered. It was somebody that was trusted, very trusted. Almost like a mirror of the child. I think that this was something was destroyed. The ego was destroyed. The ego was being destroyed or something. Or the mask is going to come off. Somebody was watching the situation. And they felt that they were something about their own reflection. definitely their own reflection. And it was tearing them up. It should have been a protector, but it wasn't. It was a snake. That's all I got on there. And this person wanted to reclaim their power. Was somebody possibly related that didn't want this burden anymore? Didn't want this anymore. They wanted the crown for themselves. And so they cut this out to reclaim their power. Yeah, that's what I got. Okay, I'm coming up on top. That's what I got. I mean, I could look at other cards. These are just oracle cards, but I don't know what any of that really means, but if you're in that case, that might have clicked with you or something. So, we'll see. Like I said, I don't know enough about the case, but that's why I chose the case, is because that way I'm not influencing it with my own, what did I do here? I'm not influencing it with my own interpretation of the case. Hi, Daisy Lady Lovely. She says, hey there, Ducky. It's been a long time since I've been on alive. Still having a hard time with Richard's passing. Anyway, you just made me think of something, and honestly, I don't know why I haven't thought of it before. I'm blessed with the sixth sense, and even though it generally takes a little bit of time to build up trust, I think it might be worth my while to go up to Manitowoc for a week or so and see if I can't communicate with DH. Very interesting, Daisy Lady. That could be something, you know. Everybody has their own special gifts, for real. Bramble Teaser says John Ritter died on 9/11/2003. That's all I can contribute to that. Hey, Kimberly Baumar. Aw, thank you. She's sending prayers and blessings of peace. Very greatly. Send protection to everybody that you love right now. Wobbla says, Bramble Teaser, you will be shocked how much numerology comes into a lot of events. Also, 11-11-11 is 33, and 33 is a Masonic high priest symbol because Jesus died at 33. The list goes on and on. Yep. All very true. I mean, honestly, when you look at astrology in itself, and then you start looking at the degrees of it, you can honestly see where things are kind of like predestined, predesigned to certain events, and we can use them, those fluxes, in strengths of energy. So if you can, let's say you can see that that's a time where everything seems to be going really good for this energy. So if your energy is that you're going to win, you're going to do great, you're all about blessings, and then you can see this boost. It's kind of like when you were playing Super Mario Brothers and you got a 1-up. If you're aware of that 1-up coming your way, you can utilize it because it's a form of energy to boost off of it in a way that'll bring you blessings even more. And it has a lot to do with your faith and understanding that this universe is not a fluke. It wasn't just created because of some little dust particle that exploded in a Big Bang Theory. It goes far beyond that into a mathematical equation that can only be justified by a God level of understanding numerology. It's like it can, numerology confirms faith. There's not a chance in the Goldilocks system happening in a mathematical way the way this has happened. And it has a lot to do with manifesting because the world's a stage. And unfortunately, the stage is being polluted so that we're drunk with all this media bullshit. And it happened all the way back to Ken Kratz. He was kind of like all about that false media of getting on there and preaching about these, telling everybody that the reason that these guys are guilty is because there's pools of blood underneath the seat in the RAF. Pools of blood. Well, where's the pools of blood in the RAF? Which RAF are you talking about, Ken Kratz? I mean, you were pulled up before a board because you had messed up this case so bad. Because you were out there just slinging shit. And then making the investigators go clean up your mess by placing whatever evidence of the story you spun that day. And you just kept spinning it like a spider's web. And that's where we got networking from. Right? A network of lies spun by the spider of King Kratz. And all the little puppets that were being pulled by the puppeteer. Daisy Lady says, "Hi there at Mary Mary. Thanks so much. Richard was actually the pioneer of YouTube ma'am community. Absolutely. For real. Eric Cozy was," and we know him as Richard, Eric Cozy was one of those kind of guys where he just put every foot forward to the best of his ability. He brought forth a genuine love, a genuine passion for the truth, for honesty, for kindness, for representing what a person should stand for, and to always take the high road, not to allow yourself to get pulled down and bogged down by something that was said by somebody or how somebody else feels about you. Was never his. He just went about his day, regardless of where he was, with his best foot forward. And, those apple pie cheeks with those big blue eyes just lit up the screen and lit up everybody's heart and kept us passionate. And we haven't lost that passion. And I believe that Richard talks all the time to me and trying to get me on this case because I've wanted to just say, I can't do anything. Look, it's locked. And he keeps telling me, no. I'm up here now. You're my words down there. I'm going to tell you right now, justice is coming in. You can believe it. You can believe it. And I'm like, all right, I have faith. I have absolute faith. And Richard and I shared the same birth date, May 27th. And we both got these blue eyes. So I always thought of him as like a twin from another set of parents because we had the same goal. We had the same goal, just to make it through alive, get these guys home, restore some faith and justice. Aw, and Ziggy. Yeah. We've had some beautiful souls cross our paths. We've all been blessed to, meet these amazing people. I think of it as a journey in itself, like an adventure of late nights and thinking and all the brilliant ideas people have had and all the hell some of us have been through. We've all grown a great deal. It's been a lesson of understanding And it's all going to come into this huge celebration. I see a huge party. I do. I see a huge party where honorable mentions are mentioned to the online community of truthers for doing our job, and we say doing our job. That's what we've taken it as. Like, not everybody just decides that they're going to join a community of people that are like family. I just dropped my tea. Like family, and dedicate our free time to getting justice served. I mean, that's some special people. I'm honored to be in the group. I've always felt like not one of us is any smarter than the other. It's all just a matter of who's paying closest attention. I've seen people come in. I got to tell you a funny one. I still remember this. Dr. Silkman, BB, me. I don't remember who all was there, but I know it was me, Dr. Silkman, BB, and somebody else. We were working through this list. It was the log in and out list. And we decided to break it down to track this eagle, which turned out to be the helicopter. Because we were all like, what does it mean when the eagle has landed? Who landed, right? Turned out to be the helicopter. All right. With somebody important, but we'll get into that another night. So we decide that we're going to break this list down, and we worked like all night long. Like we're into a solid hour and a half, and we've got like one page done, and there's pages of this. And we're thinking we're going to do it. We're going to finish it. We're so dedicated. Zoe comes in, who's been asleep. She comes on to the call. She's like, hello, everybody. And we're like, hi, Zoe, how are you? What you doing? And we tell her all the details of how long it is and how we broke it down. We've got spreadsheets going. We've teamed up in the process. We're doing all this mad work. And she's like, well, what if I tell you I did it already? It's already done. She hadn't done it. She had found the link. She gave us the link, and it was all done for us. Because, I mean, it's like everybody in this case has always tried to provide their information available for the next person to build on it. And that's what we did. It's kind of like that song where, I want to go visit the house that built me. I won't take anything but a memory. That's what you're going to feel at this celebration, is that we built each other. We manifested this outcome. And it was so brilliant that we're able to actually walk in the knowledge to know that every single one of us, no matter how small it was, we all congregated. We all manifested this huge new beginning for both Stephen and Brendan because of our love. My grandchildren say, you watching Ducky, Nan? Mary. I love you. Kimberly Bonner says, Eric Cozy was a warrior on earth and now a warrior spirit in heaven. I absolutely do support that and believe that. And I believe he guides us. Richard, I know you do. I know you guide me. I know you do. I don't even doubt it. Daisy Lady says he was a third we lost in the past year. Oh, yes, Denise, too. He was a third we lost in the past year, and all three of them under 50. So we have the number 3, all supporting Denise and Ziggy and Richard. 3. Working. So why are you guys doubting? Have you ever heard anybody say, even a guilter say it, it's going to take a miracle for this to end? Well, get ready for a miracle. We're about to give birth to a miracle through our minds, because we will it so, therefore it will be. It's law of attraction. We know it's coming in. I've already started an idea of how the party should go. I think we need to do it outside the courthouse, and like show up just like from around the world, and don't need to sell no shirts no more because they're going to have plenty of money And we just show up and we just celebrate in the glory of knowing that justice is going to be restored. It'll be beautiful. It will. Polyester says they'll have to watch this from the beginning. Come here, little girl. All right, so what else do you guys want to talk about? Anything specific going on that you guys want to discuss? Otherwise, I'm going to jump over to 1111 Tarot, and I'm going live over there. We can't have an audience yet because we don't have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just going to go live without comments over there, and I am about to read for, well, I'm going to do a general read for everyone. And then I believe I am about to do, I can't remember, was it Aries, Sag, Leo, or did we do that already? I don't know. I'll have to check. We're going to have to do, I think it's water signs. I feel like it's water signs. Anyway, we're going to do some general read, one big general read over there. Put the link up, Ducky. How do I do it? You just go to YouTube and you type this. Yeah, you guys help me get subscribers so I can have a live over there where I can actually chat with everybody, because right now they don't let me see any, we don't get a chat. So you just type that in your YouTube and you'll find my channel, because it's 1111. Yeah, that's how you find it. And you guys can join me over there. So, I don't know, we'll play it around a little bit. I kind of feel like we're going to have to check and see what we left off with, because I did the November reading for 3 of the signs. So I did water signs, fire signs, and earth signs maybe. I want to say I did earth signs. I have air signs left possibly. I don't know. We're going to go find out. So thank you guys so much for being with me. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, which I assure you is kept very private, I send you a video with your name right on it, and I talk directly with you. You're able to rewatch the video because it's pre-recorded for you. And you don't have to tell me nothing about you. You just send me an email with your 3 questions, and I'll direct you over how to pay for it. But yeah, join me over at 1111 Tarot. And I appreciate everything you guys are doing by hanging out with me on these nights. I'm just waiting on the celebration to start, basically, because it's all about manifesting it. It really is, because we do have the faith to do it. Look at the faith we've had in Stephen. If we can have that much faith in Stephen and that much faith in Brendan, we can have that much faith in our guides. It's true. It's going to happen. So, all right, my lovely. Much love, much love. It came out kind of crooked, like I forgot to capitalize some things. All right, lovelies, I hope to see you over there at 1111 Tarot. Again, you won't be able to chat with me, but I will be live once we hit 1,000 subscribers, which I know will happen very, very soon. I have a lot of faith. All right, much love, much light. I love you guys so much. I'll see you over there.